you happen to be 4-4 in the majors, which is this is a possible distribution for you as a no trump better. So if you open a no trump and partner says 2 spades, are you excited about clubs? Probably not with Jack Doubleton, right? So this is the type of hand that I would bet to no. And we'll see where partner's going. If partner bids 3 clubs next, you just pass, because that means they just wanted to play it there, and that was your best spot. They don't care whether you like it or not. That's your 8-card fit, and they want it out of no trump, right? And if partner follows up with 3 no, then that meant they probably had a light slam try in clubs, but when you didn't cooperate, they gave up on slam and said, no, let's just play the game that we were probably headed to anyhow. And you may be sitting here thinking, oh, but I've got these nice majors. Well, unfortunately, this time partner doesn't care. Partner doesn't care about your king, queen, jack, 4th of spades, or your ace, jack, 4th of hearts. All right. On the other hand, opener, no trump better. What if your hand looked like that? And you may note that I have deliberately, in both cases, given you the exact same high card point total. Just to convey to you how different in the context of the rest of the auction, how different those 16 points can look. So, is everybody comfortable with this kind of hand? Saying, yeah, I like clubs.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm drawing the conclusion quickly that you only respond that you like it if you have an ace.
No, you don't have to have the ace. I think you could have king third, you could have king queen third, king jack third, something like that. Because the ace may be in partner's hand, right? So you don't have to have the ace to super accept. I've just given it to you in this example.
Would you normally have an honor?
Yeah, so in this discussion of what's good enough to super accept, ace or king is nice. I tend not to if I only have a doubleton. Should you super accept with ace doubleton? That's kind of borderline. I might super accept with ace doubleton if I had a 17 count, if I had a maximum no trump. And I like my hand and it had controls like these other kings and aces in it. This is your discretion. You get to make a judgment about your hand, about how much you like it. Queen third of clubs? No, I probably wouldn't. Now, a lot of times on these hands, a partner may not necessarily be making a slam try, but what if we'll give partner not much at all. So if you hold that hand with your 6 clubs to the king, queen, jack, and you have nothing outside whatsoever, what's your plan with that hand? Yeah. Make partner play 3 clubs, transfer and pass, or correct if need be. Yeah, probably, right? I mean, you may be thinking to yourself, well, I don't think we have a game. Maybe the club suitor will run, but look at these 2 hands together. You only have 22 points between the 2 hands. But if I've made you play 3 no on these cards, would that bother you?
No.
And remember, the lead is coming into this hand. So these holdings here, this, your king, queen of hearts and king of diamonds, they're protected. Now, on this particular hand, yeah, if they found a spade lead, I'd be worried. Let's change it a little bit. I'll make you less worried about the spades. And I will give you I'll take away your jack. I'll give you the 10. Look at those two hands. And tell me, how do you feel about a final contract of 3 no trump? Now, if you have the hand on the left and partner opens no trump, it's an invitational hand, right? Eight points with a long suit, possible source of tricks. So what you might be asking yourself is, well, how do I invite with that hand and show my clubs? Well, it's kind of hard, right? At least in the methods you play now, it would be hard. In standard American, a jump to 3 clubs is that hand, right? It's invitational with 6 clubs. But if 3 clubs is puppet stamen now, you can't do that, right? So anytime you want to show club length, you've got to go through the transfer. So what's neat about this hand is that you don't need a bid that is specifically invitational, because you will find out if partner wanted to accept your invitation when you transfer it. So with this hand right here, you can do this, right? Bid your 2 spades to show clubs, and let's say partner bids 3 clubs saying, I like it. Well, you're looking at king, queen. If partner is saying, I like it, that's got to be the ace, right?
Could opener have 4 little ones?
That's possible. I mean, when dummy is known to have a 6-card suit and you have 4, the nice thing about that is that even if you don't have the honor, you can get there, right? Because there's only 3 cards outstanding. You know you'll always be able to get to the dummy. I would consider super accepting on queen 4th or jack 4th or something like that. Yeah. If I knew we had 10 cards together in the suit, yeah, that's actually a good question. Something I've thought about. If I had a maximum no trump, but even with this hand, even with this 16 count that has the ace, I would say, yeah, I like it. And so when you say I like it, what you have essentially told this person over here is, if we play 3 no trump, I think your suit's going to run. If your suit is halfway decent, and that is the case here, right? I mean, you have a 9-card fit with the ace, king, and queen. You would need to be really unlucky. Jack 4th in the wrong hand. This is the very unlikely lie of the suit for you not to have 6 club winners. And so we start to look at this and say, well, if we play no trump, we'll have 6 club winners. We've got the ace and king of spades, and we can force out the ace of hearts for our 9th trick. And the suit where we have the fewest honors, diamonds, you have king 4th over here. You have some length to that suit. How much can the opponents really hurt you? If the opponents lead a diamond, by the way, that's your 9th trick. You don't even need to force out the heart, right? A diamond into your protected king. I would be stunned if you don't take 9 tricks in no trump on these 2 cards, or on these two hands together. And so you can get there. Because the person with this hand over here is just going to say, oh, okay, you're super accepting, you like clubs. In that case, you've essentially accepted my invitation. Let's do it. But let's do it in 3 no, not 5 clubs. Because 5 clubs on these cards here doesn't look like such a great proposition. Yeah. You probably are losing, you probably have 3 losers in the red suits, right? You're probably losing a couple of diamonds and a heart. You won't make 5 clubs, but you can make 3 no. Unless the opponents give you a tremendous amount of help on defense. I don't like to count on that. So if you are, by the way, I should probably see, are we around? And we got a little bit longer here, I think. We're kind of close to halfway. I don't remember when we started exactly. So now this auction where you're showing a diamond suit, again, that's a little weird because we now go 1 no, 2 no, and 2 no's not natural anymore. Has to be alerted because it shows diamonds. But once again, you have an in-between step and you have the suit itself, right? So you can do the same thing. You could bid 3 clubs here.
You want, Kurt, could we just, what would you